Hello, the species value nature system. Hello, lost legion. Found. Be found. Religion, turn. Return the way you left from lengths to lines. Control your minds. Fake news. Don't take it personal. Respond. You made mistakes. Cover them up. Don't cover them up. We have fake news recorded tied to medical corruption against elderly homes and related to drugstores on a mass scale, related intercampus on a mass scale, related to a database crime racket, evidences crime racket, and a live progression cover-up crime method that is not motivated by money, but to and as a method juxtaposing other physical motivations to hide breaching roles in natures, with evidence as crimes, with live progression cover-up crimes, using areas only realized, bottom-up victim predators and top-down victim predators, as all states of nations. This is what George Washington could only semi-counter-extort with the French general right before the last battle of the Revolutionary War. They could only semi-counter-extort what had slavery in the North. Would design the houses with crazy recorded colonizations, worse than terror laws, and organized crime breaching method. Rather than explain those recorded laws and the breaching method by it, they consciously keep slavery blamed the other, motivated to it, per needs to cover up their recorded naive fact treatment natures, fraud ones, the branches, and that means the agencies and the nature of internation police with our areas, also confessed and recorded, demonstrating how they motivate only that realize victim predator breaching nature and roles and cover-up lies and database crime cover-ups as our branches natures, fake morality, fake integrity, fake care, and needing to hide lies and delusions, and justifying morality treatments and just convictions that are dishonest. Rackets against habeas corpus, habeas certiorari, what these laws were preserved for, and preventing radical correlation, which is a ratiocination is to the discernment of radical correlation, which is an identity of fact treatment nature that is true always and causes positive value nature progressions called evolution. That's why they have motivations that have nothing to do with the sciences they pretend that the students are for. And with the religions are with an organized crime method with databases, roles, pretending that they are those sciences, each of the sciences, with geopolitical, criminally re-engineered campuses. That's why they don't explain that the crime was against the fact treatment natures dictated in its name by ISIS and by the false sides over here trying to counter it, and with the coalitions as our original colonizers for shared policing of us, with the market positions, uncharged with tactical denaturing of Native American landscapes, rights, and means, in our face with Black Lives Movement, pseudo-care, not letting correlation's voice in its name, pseudo-black, the blacks of our eyes are slanted by each, of every color, see whites of eyes, decipher applies. This is categorical, this is directly tied to and as the nature of organized crime. They can't make distinctions with our elderly homes and with our means and potentials. It's consciously roles in nature's sabotaging correlation, active means to evolution, to evolution's means. These are junk holes to leave the elderly homes in. These are junk holes that you leave nature's pretending they're for kids in cities. They can't be for kids if they're against correlation all these ways, each science. These mental illness with doctors tied to the judges, with roles with probate courts with our areas, covering their life progressions with areas crimes facilitated to it. Only you let you realize uses of only let realize victim predator fact treatment natures, all ulterior from the one that's positive unto itself as the cause of evolution. There's no integrity to one news channel involved with this recorded organized crime method. It's not letting it be reported. News is faking sides of stories and being directed to by their interbranch sources recorded with crimes against kids and against elderly with them. Not just in the general ways, in the suburbs too, from the same group that's recorded involved with the rackets, mental illnesses, pretending they understand how to speak for mental illness. Recorded, criminal predators, judges, and doctors together. Doctors who are also investigators with what is called group link, what is called mission creep, which is in relationship to fact treatment rackets against sabotage constantly. For example, pseudo-educating people to believe that morality convicts against the name of Hitler, and not demonstrating that Hitler and the Jews had the same enemy as George Washington had, as the French general and him, who could only semi-counter extort who had slavery in the North, in Connecticut, right before the last battle of the Revolutionary War. It's no joke. We don't have correlation there. We have the abridged fact treatment nature of the Constitution. We have our course that's wanted, told by our founders, not let told. Lo, only that realized glorified. And ill conviction nature is defended. Predatory hurt conviction nature. Fact treatment justifications. It's all areas. We don't have, there's the suit and tie is hiding lies and delusions and roles with evidence rackets, sequence shifting rackets, hurt conviction natures, delusion propagation nature, hiding premises, hiding criminal intonation persuasions. What's his name? Don Lemon. Don Lemon's a bad guy. He's a hurt victim predator. I'm not saying he's not right, that he's wrong. He's wrong what he's trying to counter, and for trying to stand for black, not letting correlation. Same thing that is simultaneously, consciously, ill conviction nature justifying elderly home standards and means to them. Same thing with the rackets against the kids and people stacking and exploiting it as suit and tie natures, as pseudo, as as mental illness natures. Don Lemon has mental illness, only revealed his fraud nature through sick campuses with these agencies, with these networks. They're faking sides of stories and not letting it report it. It's not because they have their interbranch sources with rackets forcing self-defeat. If we can't have the laws demonstrated, recorded, not let outside of courts. They're not doing it to hide their recorded, criminally used internation, juxtaposed relationship with other police here, and undercover, not just with criminal justice and with its ties to the areas, with the campuses cultivated and breaching influence, criminal justice natures and roles. Per ill value nature system, not by accident. When we're our fact treatment nature, by the only real system to understand that it's going to demonstrate negative value nature progressions till we allow correlation's voice, integrity. We need a place to force, because there's also with all kinds of different natures of investigators and police experience that we know was and is originally progressed, criminally influenced. Using rackets with fake sides, undercover with hiding database crime roles, evidence crime roles, evidence sequence shifting crime roles, fact treatment crime roles, hiding lie progressions with cover-up methods to areas, originally and progress. That's why we have negative value nature progressions. I tell this best. So why does fake news not let it told? That's what we're gonna have to do. We deal with them. We're gonna have to have them fix their fake stories. They told fake stories about me, recorded to hide their recorded roles with child abuses. That's not debatable. If they want to debate it, then correct the story. They put me in a fake relationship with doctors when I was a kid. No, because I recorded doctors and nurses and police investigators, fire investigators, EMS investigators, doctors who are investigators with crime roles together with areas too. I recorded what there's recorded how and why they have the sick natures with the kids not reported through time. They're not letting mandated law. They're pretending because they're trying to cover up the fake news where they fake both sides of the stories. In other words, and they're not letting the other side tell because they're pretending we already spoke. We spoke other, and that's recorded too, because they're sequence shifting too. Naive fact treatment natures. It's no joke. There's real black lives are really being hurt, and it's no joke. Black lives are being used as tools, tool breaching weapon natures, and conviction natures ills. They can't defend their justifications without a little trick fact treatment nature, quick rackets, or offensive tricks. They can't do it. They have to hide lies, delusions, premises, criminal intonation, persuasions. Don Lemon, you have no credibility. And the rest of you, every color, not one with credibility. Fix the fake news and let ratiocination and correlation have its voice. There's no justifications of what people are stacking and what is all the jobs. There's no justifications for the jobs that are predatory. Liberals are pretending not to realize it's recorded. Let it report it. They're fake insides of stories to not let it report it.